Every city has its hidden gems. The people who don't just live in their culture, they create it. Today, I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina, meeting a man who says he doesn't make art, he is art. His name is Lord Phly. From painting murals and trash cans to writing books and speaking truth, he's built a movement around living unapologetically. His mantra? Never apologize for being dope. Driven, optimistic, purposeful, and empowering. This is more than art. This is a lifestyle. And it's changing the way Raleigh sees itself. One person, one wall, one word at a time.
Lord Phly, international man of mystery, first and last inspirational rock star you ever see. I'm art for the soul.
They say that travel heals and awakens the spirit. On my quests, I find and share stories of ordinary people doing extraordinary things in interesting places. My name is Gibbs, and I travel for culture.
I am art. I consider myself art more than, my focus on titling that's for understanding of other people. So for me, yes, I do art, but I believe I'm more of an art piece because art invokes emotion. That's what it's supposed to do. I believe I'm polarizing and my energy does that.
You are the art piece.
Yes, sir.
And tell me about what you're wearing right now.
Vest, Self-Love, a company that I'm a partner in. Shouts to my guy Chulo. But Self-Love, so you see that. My vest, my hat, my dad gave me, I wear it all the time. It just gives me the energy that he gave me as I was coming up. In my shirt, message I spread, never apologize for being dope, NAFB dope. So, that's everything I am is about representation. If I'm a painter and I paint a piano, that there's people in a symphony right now that is just going to see a person play the piano. Imagine if that was graffitied out. How much more of a spectacle would that be? How much more of a moment would that be? So I'm thinking in those lines to impact, to inspire, and to innovate, is to create a different idea of how we embrace what the world will treat as simple, and that's what fills me up to do that. I believe whether you are spreading a message or not, everything of us as human beings is messaging, because most things are perception. So one of the pillars of the message I spread, never apologize for being dope, is understand perception, be in control of it, not controlled by it. People are gonna think things because of what they see of you, what you say, what you're wearing. Everything that I do, everything that I say, how I live, how I operate, how I move, is to do that same thing that an art piece on your wall is doing. I just then live an embodiment of it. February 2nd, 2024, I called it Draft Day. So the exhibition was the Respect exhibition at the Raleigh private showroom. You don't ask for respect, you fight for respect. So I did a 1,200 square foot wall. I did 14 4-foot by 4-foot pieces, as well as painted a piano to all be displayed on February 2nd, 2024. At that point in my life, I believed that I was working backwards to things. Like I had done things that would put me in a position that I'm still working to be in. Yet because my head is down and I kept on checking the boxes, it sparked something in me. I slept on the floor of the gallery to do all that work. I didn't want to leave it. It took me 7 days to do the wall, another 4 days to do the 14 pieces and the piano. And I told the owner of the gallery, like, bro, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave this. Like, no, I need to put everything in me into this. Please, just let me finish this. Yeah. And I'll leave it here and never come back if you let me live in here to complete it. Yeah. And I was able to do that. The one that has made the biggest impact, the most excitement, 420 Hill Street, White's Barbershop, a staple in Raleigh. I did that mural in collaboration with the North Carolina Census. It was only supposed to be up 6 months. It's been up 5 years now. Kamala Harris spoke in front of it on her vice president campaign. She spoke in front of my mural. She chose it because of that mural. My other mural is 300 South McDowell Street. It used to be an establishment called Emerge. It was a venue space. Emerge is no longer there, but that space is there. And I did a mural outside of it. And that was actually my first mural, my first living outside wall mural, so I'm glad it's still up. So that's the longest standing mural I have.
I know that you've done a lot of artwork, but it's rare to find artwork on trash cans. Tell us about that particular project.
Artwork on trash cans. I've done a few projects with artworks on trash cans, but the latter one, the latest one, was with Department of Waste Services. They had a commission through the city. At this point, you know, from all the work I've done in the city of Raleigh, I get a call. Hey Phly, this is going on, what we doing? Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, I'll take this on. And I thought it was cool, not even knowing what it was going to, but again, I like to put paint on anything. So it's like, we paint trash cans? That sounds cool. Right. Like, I want to do that. So a lot of what I do is wherever it is that I make impact, where I believe all the facets of creativity. So I'm in film, I'm an actor, as well as a producer. You know, I've directed, I'm an artist, a painter, a muralist, those things. I'm an author, I have 2 literary works. I'm a radio personality. I'm on Hot 97.9 FM. We're banging the hottest hip hop and R&B. I'm supposed to say that every time I say it. A speaker, you know, I do a lot with children. You know, for me, again, it's wherever it is to make impact.
Yeah. Tell us about the books that you have.
Yes, so my first book, No Fear, No Worries, No Apologies. As I said, I spread a message of self-awareness and positivity. Never apologize for being who you are. Mm-hmm. So my book, No Fear, No Worries, No Apologies, is a guidebook to embrace that message. It's a collection of testimonials, affirmations, a living work, not a book to read through, but something for you to have with you and keep with you can reference back to. Yeah. And then my second book, under self-love, The Time to Fly, is a children's book, helping people to understand how to love themselves. Yeah, it's under the perspective of children. The character of the book is a larva that gets his wings. So, but the whole book, he's not embracing who he is, he's just wanting to get his wings. And no, your time is coming. Yeah. You gotta love yourself, you gotta know who you are, you gotta be who you are. So, you know, again, everything I am is about messaging. Mm-hmm. So, you know, what better way to provide a message than in a book? I have produced music, I've A&R music, I've connected the dots and made things happen. I have a voice on music, I've spoken. People are usually in the different umbrellas of creativity, music. So I would say that's what led me to music, because I have a connection to certain people that did it, whether they were a rapper, a singer, an engineer, a producer, or somebody that swept the floor. So I'm someone that's going to connect to that person, provide inspiration, motivation, and growth. And that got me into music. The message, never apologize for being dope. DOPE is an acronym, drive out purpose extraordinarily. That message came about from life. My life has been as eccentric and unique as people see me today. My life has been that way. No matter what you believe in, we all have a purpose. Well, your purpose was there day one. Well, I was one looking for purpose at 10 years old. At 23, I became Lord Phly. I didn't know my name was gonna be Lord Phly. I didn't know I was gonna spread a message. I knew everything I did moving forward had to be different from what I was doing yesterday. So it's like, it's always a meaning to everything that I did. Yeah. So ensuring that that meaning was what I stood on, and what better meaning to have than to make sure people are being themselves. Yes, the world works and people have to put on a face and perform and act, but even in that, you can be yourself in it. You don't have to become something else. There's a way that you can do it that is still genuine, authentic to you and your purpose and what you're supposed to serve. So that's where the messaging comes from. Get up, get at it, get to it, to make great things happen with no fear, no worries, no apologies. Time is your luxury, own it. Don't waste it, don't allow others to waste it for you. Ask yourself the simple questions of life. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. Ask it of those around you to ensure that you have the dope people in your corner you need. But first you gotta ask yourself. That's how you never apologize for being dope.
Hey, this is Gibbs. Every place, every person, every hustle. It's all culture. And that's what we're here for. If this spoke to you, like it, share it, and leave a comment. You want more? Just subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified of new documentaries as they drop on Thursdays. Catch you on the next journey.